Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by Money Stocks. Today is September 1st, 2016. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in this morning. All right, looking at the S&P 500 E-mini futures, you're going to see that the futures are trading higher by 1.25 points to 21.70 and 3/4 per contract. All in all, it's a very, very mild open. You can see that the futures were higher, but have rolled over a little bit. So we'll see if they stabilize. Again, tomorrow is the non-farm payroll report. That's what everybody will be waiting to see. Today we just had the weekly jobless claims and productivity numbers released, and really that doesn't move markets anymore. So again, we'll see how this market plays out ahead of the non-farm payroll report, and we'll see what it gives us. But in the meantime, as we always do, we look at the stocks in motion. And the first one we're going to look at today is Salesforce.com. Big tech company here. CRM is the ticker symbol. I mistyped that. And what you're going to see is that the stock is getting hammered to the downside. The stock closed at $79.42. It is now trading at $74 a share. In the after hours yesterday, it did trade all the way down to $72.20. This is a pretty good sell-off. I'm going to have levels for this name today. I'll post them up in the intraday stock chat room right at 9 a.m. So again, we will be looking to play CRM, which is better known as Salesforce.com. Next up, we're going to take a look at Campbell Soup. CPB is the ticker symbol there. What you're going to see here is the stock is trading at $58 a share, closed at $60.72. I'm going to try to have some levels for Campbell, but right off the bat, I'm looking at $55.60. If we get down to $55.60, I think that's where traders can step in with some confidence on an intraday bounce play. So again, keep that on the radar. $55.60 today for Campbell Soup. Next up, we're going to take a look at FIVE, which is Five Below. And what you're going to see here is the stock is trading at $42 a share, closed at $44.56. So this is a pretty good decline. I'm trying to work. I actually have levels for this already worked out, but it's a light volume name. And what I mean by that is rarely does it trade a million shares. So on average a day, it trades probably 300, 400. Sometimes it trades over a million. I'm going to put it out, and I'll let traders decide if they want to trade these levels. But I do have some very good levels for Five Below. But whenever a stock doesn't trade a million shares a day, it can overshoot those levels by a little bit. So it becomes a little bit of a more challenging and riskier trade. But we'll look at that once the opening bell rings. I'll have levels for that. All right, let's take a look at Norwegian Cruise Line. NCLH is the ticker symbol there. Stock right now is getting a nice little pop. I'm not sure of the news there, but again, you can check it out for yourself. But it looks like Norwegian Cruise Line catching a pretty good little bid, and I'm not exactly sure what's moving that higher, but nice little move. If the stock gets up to around 41.75, $42, that's the big resistance level. Right now, you may even hit a little resistance around $39.75. So keep that on the radar. There's no play on it yet, but we will be looking at it once the opening bell rings today. Charter Communications, CHTR, is being added to the S&P 500. Stock right now is trading at $267.31, closed at $257.21. So that's a 10-point pop for Charter. I think the stock is overbought here at these levels. I think this is already factored in. So be careful with it. I don't think there's much upside. I'm not saying it's a short trade. I'm just saying it's not a long trade. So if you own it, leave it alone and trail your stop loss. If you don't own it, there's really nothing to do here at these levels. All right, let's take a look here at Wynn Resorts. There's some positive news coming out of Macau last night. Some positive news coming out of China on their, I believe, PMI. Either way, Wynn Resorts catching a pretty good bid. Stock closed at $89.32. It is now trading up around $93.46. So this is a pretty good move for Wynn Resorts. Watch for some resistance right in the near term around $95.60, $95.75. In that area should be very good resistance for Wynn. Next up, we're going to take a look at Las Vegas Sands. Also having a good pop there as well. Stock is trading at $51.75 this morning, closed at $50.21. So this is a good little move for LVS. Again, around $34. I mean, $54 if it got up there. That would be your big resistance level. You'll have some minor resistance, I guess, around 52 and a quarter, 52.50. So just keep that on the watch list as well. Let's take a look at SMTC. SMTC, which is Semtech. Stock right now is trading at $27.11. I'm not sure. I think this was earnings. Give this the upside bias a little bit. So this could get to around 28 bucks. And if it really rockets, it could go up to around 29.10, 29.15. But I really think that's all it has in it. So again, not much left to this stock, but nice little pop this morning. MGM Resorts, another casino name to keep on the radar today. Stock's getting a nice little pop around $24.50. Again, all of that is on positive news out of Macau. All right, let's shift gears here a little bit. Let's get to gold. Gold is trading down today around $4.40 to $1,307 an ounce. So gold continues its recent slide. Take a look at the GLD this morning. That is trading around 124.41. Again, we are coming into some pretty good little support levels around this 124 area. So, again, I don't know if gold is going to fall that much today. You are hitting some pretty good support levels. If you're taking a look at crude oil is trading down around 40 cents to $44.30 a barrel. Crude had a pretty good sell-off yesterday. If you take a look at the USO today, which is a good oil ETF, you'll see that's trading at 10 and a quarter. Closed at 10.36, reflecting the 40-cent downtick in that ETF right there. So again, oil down, gold down, not all that much, but nonetheless, both are lower, and we'll see what this market gives us. All right, with that being said, everybody, if you want to come over and trade alongside of us, come do so. We've had a great 2016. We're going to look to keep that going today. Again, gap play on CRM. Again, nice little level for 5 below, and we'll see what else we can come up with once the opening bell rings. With that being said, everybody have a great trading session. And again, if you want to trade alongside of us, take that 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat, and you'll see everything we're doing. With that being said, everyone, have a great session, and we'll see you on the charts.